Hey guys, I'm here doing my favorites video for May. I just filmed my haul, so definitely look out for that. But let's get right into it. My favorite new purchase of the month is probably my Supernatural tote bag from TNA. It's at Aritzia. I just love the size of it. It's really sturdy and it's kind of got a beachy vibe, and plus it says Supernatural on it, and anything that pays homage to one of my favorite TV shows, even if it's not on purpose, I absolutely love. So yeah, loving this. I think it retails for around $15 to $18. I can't remember exactly, but definitely under $20. And they also have it in a black canvas. Then my favorite outfit of the month, I'm going to do something a little bit different this month, is actually what I wore to the Yellow Wolf concert. And I'll show you my Yellow Wolf t-shirt that I bought there, because this is another favorite of mine of the month. He is my favorite artist as well, so yeah, amazing concert. If you have a chance to see him, you need to go. He is incredible live, so much energy, and for a rap show, blew my freaking mind. He blew my mind for any kind of show, but usually rap shows are a bit more boring because there's just a DJ and the guy. But he was unbelievable, so good, and yeah, love him. So to the show, I wore my Ash sneakers. These are the birdies, the all black leather ones. So I wore those because they gave me a bit of hype, but they were still a sneaker, and it was a rap show, and I didn't want to be like, I wanted people to jump up and down and have fun. I wore these leather shorts from H&M. Really easy, they're comfortable, and they're not too short, but they're still kind of sexy and fun for a rock show or a concert. And then I wore my favorite wolf shirt, which is this one here. It's a tunic. I got it on eBay. They do sell these kinds of shirts on eBay still, but it's very hard to find this exact style, which is so flattering on, and you can wear it with leggings, and you can wear it with just anything really, and it just fits amazing. And then I wore my yellow neon nail polish from American Apparel because it kind of matched the yellow eyes in the shirt, and then it was Yellow Wolf, blah blah blah. I love this polish, got so many compliments from it, but it does chip like a mofo. It's also very hard to apply, so it's a pain in the ass, but it looks really good on. Today I have a pink neon that I got done professionally. Highly recommend that over doing it yourself. But yeah, and then I wore my little wolf necklace that I got at Forever 21, and I was all wolfed out. I'll put a picture from my Instagram here, or like insert it now. That was my favorite outfit of the month. My favorite jewelry of the month is definitely my trio of sort of like talisman rings that I wear. So there's my wolf ring, my snake ring, and my Pamela Love claw ring. And I've been wearing these a ton because I love anything kind of animal-like. Try to get nice and close for you so you guys can see. Hopefully that's in the frame at some point. Still need to get a new camera. But yeah, love those rings, and I've been wearing those a ton. Beauty favorites, again, neon nail polish. These are a couple other colors. What's the yellow one? Plus the yellow one that I have from American Apparel. Like I said, they're not that easy to apply, and they do chip quite easily, but they look amazing, and they're great for summer. So it's definitely my favorite line of neon is from American Apparel, as well as China Glaze has an incredible neon set, but very hard to find in Canada. Or at least in Toronto. I've never seen China Glaze for sale in a store except for at like a salon. Accessory wise, my sunglasses I've been loving right now are my Oakley Frogsters. They're just in the regular black. I love these because they look like a Wayfarer. They give you that look, which is a style that really flatters me. But they're really lightweight and comfortable to wear. So they feel like nothing on, and sometimes my Wayfarers, they feel a little bit heavy. These don't, and they stay on. They're really comfortable, and I think they look really cool. And there's something a little bit different than what everyone else has. So I'm loving these, and I'm going to bring these ones on my trip with me. Shoe-wise, besides my birdies, which I'm obsessed with, I've been wearing these like crazy. These are from Topshop. And they're just little flats, studded flats. They're the fabric ones. They cost around, I think, $50. They also make them now in like a leather material if you are looking for them. I saw them at Topshop a few weeks ago. So, yeah, love them though. They're very comfortable. These ones have really broken in, and now they're so comfortable for me to walk in. Although they are very flat. So if you have a problem with flat shoes, they don't give you a ton of support. Lastly, for fashion, I'm going to talk about my Pendleton bag, which is my bag of the month. I've been wearing this again because I'm bringing this on my trip with me. So I have it all set up, ready to go. And it's just the blue Pendleton DOPP bag. And this is a vintage one, or an older one, because they don't make them with the leather straps anymore. But I put a bird pin on it and a little dream catcher to match it, and I just love the look of it. It's a great bag. It fits a ton, even though it's really small, and it's, you know, you can throw it on the ground and not worry about it getting ruined. It's just a really great bag, and I highly recommend these Pendleton bags, and people are constantly asking me about it. They're really nice. Finally, we're going to talk about the non-fashion-y things. I'll start off with TV shows. I must give a huge shout out to Vampire Diaries. The finale was unbelievable, and I was quite a bit behind on the show. Got totally caught up, was blown away by every episode. Really one of the best things on television. If you are not watching it, you need to start watching it. I know it's Vampire Diaries, it's a vampire show, it's a teen show. Even if you don't like teen shows, even if you don't like vampires, just watch a couple episodes. I think that it'll still catch you because the writing is so good, and the twists and turns the show takes, they are unbelievable. So that's my big shout out. My other shout out is again to The Killing. I can't even talk about how good it is. There's 3 episodes left until we find out who is Rosie's killer. You'll see me talk about it next month in my favorites, I'm sure. But love that. And then I have to talk about Girls. It gets better every week. Stick with it if you didn't like it at first, because I really am enjoying it now. It's very funny. So if you saw last week's episode with the crack, that's pretty funny stuff. Anyway, yeah, that's it for TV. No movie stuff, music stuff, just Yellow Wolf again. Huge fan, even bigger fan now after seeing the show. Also, I've been listening to a lot of classic rock, older stuff, and I just got into CCR again. How many great songs do they have? If you've never listened to CCR, get their greatest hits, go online, and just, it's amazing. One of my mother's favorite bands of all time, so I've always been a fan of them, but I haven't listened to them in a long time, and I just got back into it. Also, Leonard Skinner, Yellow Wolf did a little tribute to them, played them at their show. He also did an amazing tribute to the Beastie Boys, which was unbelievable, which I filmed on my phone, so I can just relive it over and over. Anyway, yeah, he did a Leonard Skinner song, and it's called Simple Man. Absolutely loving that song right now, and yeah, any of that kind of music, I feel like it's just good road tripping music, so I'm really into like Steve Miller Band, Tom Petty, Bob Seger, all of that kind of stuff right now. Loving it. Great summer music. For books, I'm going to talk about the 2 books that I've read this month that I've loved. One is Just Kids by Patti Smith. This is unbelievable. Great summer read. Will take you into an artist's life in New York City in the 60s and 70s. She lived in the Chelsea Hotel. She knew everyone. Bob Dylan, Janis Joplin, Jimi Hendrix, Jim Carroll, Allen Ginsberg. Like, she meets everyone. It's all about the love story between her and this photographer and an artist that she met on the street one day when she went to New York City. She just met him. They ended up becoming like this really intense couple, not only romantically, but they stayed friends for a long time because he actually is sort of bisexual, and he ends up having more relationships with men as they grow older together, and it changes obviously their relationship, but they still stay incredibly close and are amazing friends, and their relationship is just really beautiful. And this story is kind of a love letter to that relationship, but as well talks so much about like the struggles that artists go through and how difficult it was and what it was like in the city at that time, and how she became a singer from starting off being an artist and a poet, and just the struggles. Like, it's something that I couldn't imagine, having like no money, barely having enough money for food, having to like share a hot dog and that's all you ate all day, could barely pay rent, like having to live in places where there's like fleas and like lice everywhere, and she did it. Like, she wanted to be an artist and she did that, and I just find that like unbelievable. Like, I couldn't imagine her life, like actually living that life, and the story was so interesting and amazing, and I highly recommend it. And she's an amazing writer. It's beautifully well written, so big props for that. It is a bit graphic at points. There's like drug use, there's sexuality kind of stuffs in it, so if you're really young, maybe it's not for you. If you love music and art and culture, you will love it. Also, I read James Lee Burke's Black Cherry Blues, which is probably his most famous novel from the Dave Robichaux series. It won a famous award, And I was recommended this series from a viewer on YouTube who said if I was going to Louisiana and if I liked the culture there, I had to read the series. So I picked this one up, I read it. Honestly, I mentioned this on my Goodreads account, which is another favorite. I have a Goodreads account. I'll leave a link to it below if you want to follow me on Goodreads. But I wrote about like how I didn't really love the actual story, the plot. I didn't really care for a lot of the secondary characters, but the writing and the character of Dave Robichaux and his daughter and the settings and how it was described was so freaking incredible. He's an amazing writer that I went out and bought all of these at the used bookstore. Like last couple days ago, I went out and bought all of these at the used bookstore because I know that no matter what the story is, I'm going to enjoy it because it's so well written. And they're really, really cheap. He has a huge back catalog for this series. I think there's about like 15 books. So I got these all for $3 or $4 each, so it was a really good deal. Definitely check out used bookstores if you want to save money, especially when there's like a big series and there's lots and lots of books, because there usually will be lots of copies there. But I went to the BMV on Bloor Street and bought all those. But yeah, I recommend the series. You like Louisiana, you like crime novels, give it a go. It's a little bit more like manly than the stuff I usually read, which maybe is why also I wasn't feeling the characters, all the characters, but still really enjoyed the series. Lastly, I want to talk about my favorite blog of the month. It is called Snob. They do, basically it's a collection of images that she does. They're really, really great. They're kind of correlated with a theme sometimes they're not, but it's just inspirational images. It's sort of like a Tumblr, but she has a blog for it, and she just posts regularly, and I really always look forward to her posts. There's usually a lot of stuff that I'm into that she posts about, so I'm going to leave her link to her blog below if you want more like inspirational images. It's a lot of like 90s stuff, fashion, there's quotes. It's really good. And then also Lovemore blog, which is another, I think they're both actually Australian. I know Lovemore is. She also does great inspirational posts. She does collages and she does outfits of the day, but her inspirational posts are always like spot on. She finds amazing like 90s images that I haven't seen ever, and she's really good at it. So I'll leave that link as well below. And my YouTuber of the month is Lexi from So Totally Vlog. Very popular UK YouTuber. I just love her because she's very honest, she's real, and you know, she's a wealthy girl, so she has some really nice things. And when she does hauls, a lot of the times she will show more expensive stuff, a lot of Topshop, and then even like designers like Chanel and things like that. And honestly, like, I don't have a ton of money like she does, but I do like to invest in nice things, and I do save my money and then buy special things. So I find her stuff more my taste and more of the things that I would tend to buy, versus a lot of the younger YouTubers who tend to do just a lot of like younger lines all the time, like a lot of Forever 21 and things like that, which is fine. I mean, I like Forever 21, but I shop a lot more at places like Zara and Topshop, and that quality, and then the aspirational purchases once in a while at designer places. So I really get excited about her videos. Yeah, so definitely check her out if you haven't. I'm going on a huge road trip. If you see my haul, I talked about this. It's going to be 5 weeks across the US. I'm going to be in Nashville, Tennessee, New Orleans, Austin, Texas. I'm going to be in Albuquerque, Grand Canyon, Palm Springs, LA. I'm going to be in Big Sur and like Monterey area, San Francisco, Tahoe, Aspen, and Chicago. So those are the main areas we're going to. If you are from any of those places, please leave me like must-see places to eat or shop or vintage or whatever, you know, beautiful places you like to hang out. Leave me ideas below because I am so looking forward to your suggestions. I feel like that's usually the best way of finding things. And follow me on Instagram, TNSCindy. Follow my blog, TrueNorthStyle.blogspot.com, if you want to see lots and lots of updates on the road. I'm going to try to have vlogs or videos for you, but the internet might not be that great for uploading, so I might not be able to do that. But definitely I will have blog posts and Instagram pictures the whole time, so check that out. And also, I just did a massive update on my Tumblr, which is TrueNorthStyle.tumblr.com. Check it out if you want to see what's been inspiring me. It's a huge update, like I think 400 pictures are going up over the next, that have already gone up or are going up over the next week or so. So it's a lot of new content on there if you want to check it out. I love my Tumblr, so I'd really appreciate it if you did. Alright guys, I'll see you soon. Bye!